Medina.
The beauty of Ayurveda, it's not my thinking, it's only my understanding of Ayurveda that gives me the ability to help people. Every culture, has different foods that they're in the habit of eating, different eating habits, different foods that they eat on a regular basis. So this affects their health in a different way. Even in the United States, the East Coast is eating differently than the West Coast. The South is eating different than the North. The climate's different, the food's different. So, there's always distinctions. I'm sure between northern Morocco and southern Morocco, there's also differences. Definitely. But here in Morocco, I see a lot of sugar use, putting too much sugar in the tea, putting sugar everywhere, and then they call me for arthritis, weight loss, and all of this, and the sugar's obviously making it worse. So in most cases, for most people, you should stop all the sugar first. No matter what your health condition is, or even you're worried about your health, just stop the sugar. You can always have the honey. Honey have vitamins and minerals, enzymes. It's very healthy for the body. It clears congestion, boosts the immune system. Well, on the other hand, sugar's depleting you from vitamins and creating deficiency, inflammation, and excess calories contributing to weight gain. So on one hand, you have a sugar which is really harmful. Right. On the other hand, you have this nice, wonderful thing coming from the bees that is even encouraged in Islam. So I always encourage all my clients in Morocco, forget the honey. Forget the sugar, go for the honey, enjoy the honey. So this is probably lesson one. But if we followed the proper diet from the beginning, we wouldn't have these imbalances. Okay. And as you know, our food supply is just full of chemicals, poison. And which we know it's poison because they spray it on the plants to kill the bugs. So we know it's poison. It's poison for the bugs, and it's a very poisonous for the bugs, but it's a little poisonous for us. Ayurveda is such a vast area that the more I know, the more I realize I have much more to know. So all I'm doing is taking the knowledge from the past, understanding it the most I can, and applying it in my private practice. Whether I use the words, I talk about Ayurveda or not isn't important for the patient. But this is my source of information and my source of knowledge. I don't do anything of my own idea. Even my own teacher in India, he said, don't get creative and start thinking of your own things until he's dead. Well, I studied naturopathic science, and then in 1982 I went to India for the first time, and then I started studying Ayurveda. So Ayurveda is really more an advanced form of naturopathic care where it's just more individualized. It's adjust more for each individual person. But a naturopath is a more of a Western version of natural health care using herbs and supplementation and vitamins. And it tends to be a little bit more direct and quick. Not as individualized, but sometimes in our busy society, people don't have the time for long-term treatments. And many treatments in Ayurveda take weeks and months. So in a sense, I'm thinking like an Ayurvedic practitioner, but sometimes I have to do the treatments like a naturopath, a little quicker, a little more aggressive, a little shorter period of time. Because of people are busy. They cannot get away from work for 30 days to do panchakarma or live in a retreat, which is what Ayurveda would like them to do. So yes, I'm a little bit combination of the both, but mostly Ayurveda is really my thinking.